Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Michelle Bally. I make videos on makeup and fashion, and today we're going to be diving into the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. There are a lot of pretty tutorials out there, don't get me wrong, but there's definitely not any tutorials that are like cool and editorial. So if you're trying to get that cool girl look, then just keep on watching. I will actually have that timestamped in the description box below so that you guys can skip right to the tutorial. But if you want to see swatches and my first impressions and my overall review on the palette, then just keep on watching. This is what the palette looks like. The outside kind of mimics a rose quartz, and the concept behind this palette was that it's supposed to bring in healing, love, self-love, and grounding, just like a rose quartz. For me, I think it's kind of gimmicky, not gonna lie. I don't know. You could probably find healing through like eating well, sleeping well, meditation. I don't know if you need a makeup palette to help you heal. I get where they're going with this, but I think they kind of pushed it a little bit too far. But that's okay. I think it's still a beautiful palette. So let's take a look at the shades and start swatching. The first shade we have here is Quartz. It is a beautiful rose gold. Second shade we have here is called Aura. It's a matte, it is a chocolatey plum, and it is gorgeous, lots of color payoff. Next shade is also a matte, this is called Gratitude, and this is a dusty rose. So the next shade is called Cosmic Love, and it is a marble between a light purple and a dark purple, and I swatched both individually here. But if you were to mix them together, you're gonna get an entirely new shade. I don't want to mix it together because it just looks so beautiful on its own, and I like to have the option. So I would probably just take like a little brush and dip into each of those. Next shade is called Empowered, and this is a beautiful, very complex shade. So it's almost like a plum purple with a black undertone and a blue shift. The last shade in this row is called Joy. That's my mom's name, so obviously I love this color, and it is gorgeous. It is almost like this baby pink that's super shiny and super metallic. First shade in the next row is called Precious. Now this is a beautiful smoky purple, almost leaning gray. It's kind of this very complex taupe, and this would be beautiful on the lash line or the outer corners. Next we have Energize. I am so excited to play with this color because it is so high foil. It's almost like a mirror. I feel like I could see my reflection in it. It is so beautiful and shiny. It's kind of like this taupe silver color. And then next we have Lovestone. Lovestone is probably the reason why everyone wanted to buy this palette. It is so different, it is so unique, but let me tell you, I think this shade is the one that disappointed me the most. There's not as much color payoff, and it's also not that glossy. I either wanted it to be a lot of color payoff or super glossy, but it's kind of somewhere in between for both. So not loving this color, but it is like a purple red shift. So it's beautiful, but just not that high impact. And then next is Cherished. Cherished is a beautiful pinky white. It's not quite pink, it's not quite white, it's somewhere in between, and I feel like this kind of a color is really hard to make in a matte, but this is so creamy and so pigmented. Love this color. And then next up we have Blissful. Blissful is this beautiful purple aqua kind of shift moment. It's giving me futuristic, it's giving me Man on the Moon vibes. This is the color of the flag of the moon if man were to land on the moon and say, we're inhabiting this place. This is the color of the flag. So intense, love it. Beautiful, creamy, amazing. Then moving on to Happiness. So Happiness is giving me Cherished vibes, except add a little bit of purple and you've got some Happiness. Also a beautiful matte, very creamy, very pigmented. All of Huda Beauty's eyeshadows are very pigmented, so that's never even a question. So then next we have Mantra. Mantra is a gorgeous smoky purple. Next we have Serenity. This is a matte. It's a very smoky lilac. And then we have Abundance. Abundance is a purple, silver, creamy ass shimmer shade. Actually, no, it's not a shimmer. It's more of like a metallic. Then we've got Moon Magic. This is the color that is frickin' screaming my name. I feel like this all over the eyelid is gonna be gorgeous. This is also very complex. It's a baby blue, it's a baby rose pink with a white undertone and a gorgeous shift. Guys, look at this color. It actually looks a lot better on the lid than it does in the pan. I feel like that's not as common, but this is making me want to throw this all over my lid and throw a gloss on top. That would be a mess. I feel like that would be a mess. These do have a little bit of kickback and a little bit of fallout. I will get into that later. But next up we have, I thought that said Parasite for a sec. Radiate. Radiate's kind of got like a smoky pastel vibe. And then the last color in the entire palette is called Self Love. I like that they ended off on that. And this is another marble. So I'm gonna swatch the two sides of it. It's got almost like a pinky white, and a peachy gold. All right, so let me tell you my thoughts and impressions on this palette and whether I think you guys need it. So first of all, we need water, food, shelter, and love. I don't think we need more makeup in our collections. Maybe I'm just speaking for myself, but I think that if you don't have anything similar to these colors, then sure, get it. Do you need it? No, but what I will say is that these colors are very unique. Like, I have never seen a color story like this. I have never seen formulas like this. The colors shift and change and move, and the glitters are so fine and it's so pigmented and the mattes blend beautifully. Like, everything about this palette is gorgeous. Do you need it? No, you don't need it. But if you want it, go get it. Secondly, these colors are gorgeous. The one thing that I will say is the sparkles, the shimmery shades, they shed like crazy. They shed like crazy. I was getting ready yesterday to go out and I was putting on the glitters and it was getting all over my face. It was getting on my clothes, in my mouth, on my eyebrows. So it's a little bit messy, but what I will say is that as soon as I put on foundation, the glitter didn't show through the foundation. So just make sure that you're using these eyeshadows before you do the rest of your makeup. Not a huge deal. All right, so let's move on to the eye look. I'm gonna take my jacket off because I'm getting hot. All right. First, we're gonna conceal with the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop primer. I love this as primer. I'm gonna buff this out real good. And I'm also gonna put this on my lower lash line. I'm gonna use Cherished first as a transition. I'm gonna buff that in. This is what it should look like so far. Then I'm gonna take Moon Magic. I'm gonna pop that all over my finger onto my lid. This is such a stunning color. This is what it should look like so far. After that, Self Love. Self Love is gonna go on the inner corners and you're gonna blend that into your transition. With Gratitude, you're basically just gonna buff everything out on the outer corners. Guys, I totally forgot to do a bottom lash line, but you'd probably just use this in the bottom lash line. And then next, this is what it should look like. Next, I'm gonna use Energized. Energized is gonna go on my lid, on the center of the lid, just to give it a bit of dimension. And then next, I'm trying to figure out what eyeliner color I should use, like pink, purple. I wasn't sure, but I ended up going for purple with my Neon Pigment Stack. So there was literally no way that I could possibly ever do this eyeliner on camera, so I kind of did this off camera, and now we're just gonna zhuzh it up a little bit with the eyeshadow. Okay guys, I know I said I was gonna zhuzh this up, but let me tell you, I messed this up so bad. And this is me just trying to salvage it. I was like, can I make this so ugly it's cool? But so not that. Immediately no. Okay guys, I have royally messed this one up. Camera, focus. I don't know, I'm just like not good at this. So basically what we're gonna do, this is very avant-garde. We're gonna take this mask, okay? Watch very carefully. We're gonna take this mask, we're gonna put it over this eye. That is a lost cause. I'm gonna attach the other one to my bun at the back. Okay, ooh, we're breaking the mask. All right, now that eye is covered, we're gonna continue on with this eye. All right, I'm gonna take some eye gloss and I'm gonna pop this on in the center of my lid. Now we have a look. Okay, cool. So this is the final look, guys. Just look at this one eye. It's kind of cool. Okay, let's be real. I friggin' hate it. Hopefully you guys like this tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next week. Love you.